Welcome to Pick Central. We're checking in. Today is Friday, August 22nd, the official first football Friday of the new year. Got myself, Hub, Steve on the ones and twos. Just one of those mornings. Just woke up. I was up early a minute. There, some UFC stuff was. They had so the card's in Shanghai tomorrow.
Okay. So what time does that start here?
3:45 a.m.
Oh my God.
Like tonight, essentially tonight, like into tomorrow morning.
Wow.
So today,
so I get up with my puppy at 6 a.m. I'm just gonna watch UFC, probably the main card. Or
I think the main card starts at 6 a.m.
That's amazing.
Prelim starts at 3:30.
Oh my God, there's something to watch.
Or 3:15.
Wait, that's awesome. I love that. So I'm not gonna watch a second of the 3:45. Are you gonna get up at 3:45?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
I have bets on it. I have bets on the first.
You're a sicko.
And so when they go to Shanghai, they do this thing called Road to the UFC.
Okay.
Which is essentially kind of like a contender series, but more like tournament style, and it's for kind of Asian talent and you'll see a lot of New Zealand guys and that kind of that part of the country, and they do a tournament style. So they did that this morning as well. So I was up grinding that as well.
You could bet on that?
3 for 3, yep, huge. Shout out Lucrative James, my guy, gave me some good picks, beat some lines significant.
That's funny. That's I was just doing the tennis version of that, where these guys have to win 3 matches to get into the U.S. Open. So and there are a bunch of guys who no one's heard of. So I was just doing the tennis version of that, and I did well.
That's what it's like. They basically do 8-man tournaments for flyweight, bantamweight, featherweight.
They only do it for when they go out to China.
That's not only, but that's usually they try to do a big crowd one. Today, they had a big crowd.
Got it.
So
that's
that
cool.
was going on. And then the finals for that will be sometime I think they haven't officially booked it yet, but first quarter of 2026.
Wild.
And that'll be the finals. The winner of those will get contracts. I was up doing that this morning, but that's going into that. Mm-hmm. Today's a perfect for myself and the Jack Max of the world, and you'll be joining us at 6. We'll be watching 3 a.m. into the main card will end at probably 9:30, and then Farmageddon, Kansas State, Iowa State at noon.
No sleep.
Glorious.
Amazing.
Glorious. But none on Sunday, though, so easy. No football on Sunday, so easy sleep day on Sunday.
Yeah, Sundays, do some errands, maybe hit the beach or something. That's one of your last few Sundays.
Yeah, it really quiet. Is. Yeah, basically. I guess even next week, though, should be college football. Yeah, so we got.
Oh, true. But that would be at night, right? It's Sunday night.
Yeah. I think there might be some during the day. I have to look at the schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 3:15 his first fight.
Amazing.
I'm fucking excited.
Amazing.
But I would say we'll get into a bunch of stuff. We'll get into obviously college football. We'll do that later. I think I have a pick for every game, or at least I think 3 of the 4.
Yeah.
We'll do baseball. Maybe we'll start with baseball. We'll recap last night.
Oof.
Bad.
I mean,
bad is the word to describe it. If you're a Yankee fan,
so fitting.
Tough loss.
To build that momentum into that game, into that series, and you come out and you walk 9 guys and have 4 errors, fuck off.
So I don't know if you might have saw this stat. Steve showed me the stat before the show, so we pulled it up. Look at this stat if you didn't see this.
Yankees committed 74 errors, 25% of those errors have come in their 17 games against the Reds. Yeah, they shit down their leg, dude.
Stunning.
That's crazy.
What a stat. I mean, just brutal, man. They just, Luis Gil pitched a solid game yesterday.
Yeah, he he has the error, but skated around a lot of traffic, I feel like. So I would count that as another solid start. So if we're going to go back to yesterday, so that's 3 good were you here yesterday?
Yeah,
sorry. 3 good starts, 1 bad start. So Clemmer City is having a disaster season. Just speaking out of his ass.
It was his error, but technically it was 5 innings, 1 earned run on the books.
Right.
So
right. But I mean,
you'll take that every time.
The issue is the walks, obviously, and that's always been a Luis Hill thing. But then everyone else had 9 walks as a team and 4 errors. Come on, man. The Jazz throw was horrible. Goldschmidt has one. Rice's throw is pathetic. He makes up for it with the homer, but that's just what this team is, man. They're stupid. They're a really stupid team. They have talent, tons of it. And they could have won that game. It was a winnable game, no doubt.
Absolutely.
It's a 1-run game going into the 9th inning. You have a lead after 5. Before tonight, the last time he's committed 4 errors, walked 9 errors. It was May 11th, 1912.
Awesome. 113
years. Good. Right around the Titanic. Sick. Awesome.
It really is disgusting. It's just it's just you feel like they make these subtle tweaks. Like obviously, like subtly, so you bring in Bellinger, like Rice having a good year, like Grisham's having a good year, like Jazz is having a good year, but you still feel like they're like the same team.
Because there's one common denominator. That's what it comes down to.
Like
I'm not putting that game on Boone. Like the players got to make plays, dude. Of course, but like the recurring theme every year is this shit. It's bad, man. You can't expect to like win a division or win playoff series when you play like that. They have talent, man, and they've won enough games with that talent to put themselves in position to make the playoffs at this moment. But like every time they have a big game, someone said it, and I keep stealing it. Because I don't remember the part. But they have a fetish for embarrassment, and they just embarrass us, and that is what they did last night. Hey, pick it up tonight. You got Freed on the bump. He's got to fix whatever the hell's been going on with him for 2 months against Bayo. Bayo's been throwing a good ball. Got to wake up. Stanton won't be in the lineup tonight. I think they're going to do Thursday, Saturday, Sunday with him. He didn't have anything last night. That's okay. He had 2 months of being crazy. Yeah. That sucked. You got to win tonight, though.
Well, I was
texting Carabas before the game. And I think we both agreed, like, split and get the fuck out of here. I think both sides would be like, just take the split. I would absolutely take a split.
See, I was feeling greedy and thinking, like, we need 3 out of 4, and now it's 2-2. Mm-hmm. Now I'm like, all right, we got to get out with 2. Mm-hmm. Losing the first one's a killer. And then having Freed, even though he hasn't been great as of late, having Freed on the bump tonight, like, you're a minus, like, 185 favorite. Like,
it's a good number for them.
This is one you have to have. I bet the Yankees first 5 innings. This is one you just absolutely have to have.
Yeah.
You can't lose the first 2.
Can't.
You can't go into the weekend needing both just to get out of there with a walk.
Oh, and think of it this way, too. So, obviously, last night you go through Duvall, who has not been good.
No.
Leiter.
Weaver was bad yesterday.
Weaver was bad. Weaver had a bad game. Tim Hill is always just awesome.
Yeah.
And they just don't use him anymore. I don't know why, but they used him last night. He
got Weaver out of the jam.
Big time. And they use Yuri, who's just Yuri.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be pitching. So, I mean, you use the main names there are Doval, Leiter, Weaver, and Hill. Brings you into tonight. No way Weaver's going to be available, so you're short a little bit. Everyone else should be. What am I looking at? I can't. That's my bad. Oh, this is Freed.
Yeah,
this is Freed. Right. Freed. Yeah. Yeah, Freed's been bad, dude. Freed's been brutal. And it's not really from the blister anymore.
I really on that entire, you could say, one good start.
Yeah. And not getting you deep in games either.
Oh.
So what I was getting at with the bullpen is because tomorrow's also a day game, like almost anyone I feel like who you're using tonight, for the most part, is going to be unavailable tomorrow, who pitched last night, basically. So of the Duvall, Leiter, Weaver, Hill, none of so you just got this is on Freed. Freed's got to get deep in this game. Freed's got to get 6-7 innings of good ball handed over. You're gonna have Bednar available, obviously. Maybe he can give you 2 innings or something. But the day game looming tomorrow just creates another added aspect of confusion for tonight. So it all comes down to Freed. Boo, you're being paid a lot of money. You've sucked for 2 months. Let's get it going tonight.
No, I agree. Just an absolute must win.
I'll say this too: Roman Anthony is a fucking problem.
Yeah,
I don't envy the fact we have to deal with that guy for the next decade plus.
I just got one of our interns, Mac, as a production intern. I went in to say what's up to Steven Jetski before the show, and I came out.
Yeah,
he pokes his head out. He goes, "You Yankees fan?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Get introduced to the Roman Empire last night?" I was like, "You motherfucker."
So he's just going around to every single person probably saying that.
I was like, "You motherfucker, man."
I mean, hey, dude, if I had Roman Anthony, I'd do the same shit.
God damn it.
That's how good he is. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're going to hate it, Roman Anthony. Forever, really, forever.
Yeah, I hate that he's, like, cool, too. That doesn't help. Yeah, not good. So, and on the flip side, let's be fair, the Mets are in it's crazy.
I wish Clemmer was here to have to defend that.
Yeah, he's doing a stream.
You want to talk bad? That's
holy fuck. Like
the Nationals, they're like the deadest team maybe in baseball.
Yeah, and a Mackenzie Gore who, granted, he didn't pitch great in the game.
Yeah,
but he's been fairly terrible. I feel like of late. Mackenzie, like the really good Mackenzie Gore of early is not there anymore, and I mean they just got absolutely dog walked by the Nats in that game. You lose. Did the Reds play last night? I
don't think they did.
Reds did not. So okay, but I mean Manaea was terrible in this game. They obviously don't hit they didn't actually get a run off of any of the Nats bullpen, which is insane.
Yeah.
That's a bullpen that involves our boy Clayton Beater, who couldn't get any outs for us. He got an inning he had a 1-2-3 inning. PJ Poulin got a hold last night for them.
Creative player.
So that's a person. Cole Henry, these guys are all shutting down the Mets lineup, and Ryan Stanek was terrible for them as well.
But it's McLean Day.
Oh,
it's McLean Day.
Now I got a little extra added attention to McLean.
They're going to Atlanta,
which is never a good spot.
Am I crazy that I like them today?
The Mets?
Yeah, I
What's
do.
the line?
Like -1. I think they're like almost. I think they're slight. Oh no, they're dogs. I got a -1.
I love Atlanta.
But Wentz isn't.
Exactly. They're the Braves are favored.
I think you're getting value there.
Sure.
They just have. I think
you can look at it one or
such
two
a pitching
ways.
advantage.
You can look at one or two ways. Yes, you're getting great value with McLean, but it's also just a bad line.
No, it's fair. I mean,
that's not a Mets line.
Mets have been so bad. Like it's.
This is.
I think I'm going to bet the Mets. I just have like one of those.
Well, it's a win-win. It's a win-win if you bet the Mets.
Well, partly the inkling of all the McLean talk, like McLean's just going to shove tonight. That's kind of how I'm feeling.
I don't know the way Clemmer talks, but just all geared up for McLean goes 3 innings.
I guess. I just have a weird feeling that they're both just going to be that McLean and Schlittler are just going to be.
So
a decade from now, we're going to be arguing who's better. They're both just going to be awesome.
The answer of that was that they're both going to be really good. I just didn't think one MLB start where he was very good is like
Clemmer's due for like a player like he's obviously like the Ben Rice bad take, Giancarlo bad take.
Warren.
He's due for like to hit one. And McLean obviously he was.
Yeah, it's a good bet. I mean, he's really good. He's going to be
whatever.
really good. I'm not disputing that. By the way, the Reds did not play, so they are just half a game back now. 67-70 Mets, 67-61 Reds. Every game the Mets lose like that, it just stuns me because I always do think that team is.
So the Mets have a 1-game cushion to just be in the playoffs right now.
Yep.
The third
half game
card.
Yeah, 1 game in the loss column.
Whew.
Should be fun.
See, Toronto didn't play yesterday. We fucked that up too.
Oh yeah. Nothing about yesterday helped. That was bad.
Like realistically, keep it up for a sec, Steve. Like realistically, you don't give any credence like Cardinals or Diamondbacks or anyone, do you?
No, the way we.
I don't think I do. I think it's a Mets Reds race. I think it's that simple.
Yeah, if the Diamondbacks want to do some crazy, snakes alive shit like a couple years ago, like sure, but I'm not counting on them to do that. The Giants continue to stun me of how bad they've just been. It's very sad.
I was on the Padres yesterday.
But the Cardinals, watching the Cardinals play against the Yankees, that's not a team.
They won last night, but I don't give any yeah.
No, that's a team that's just not making the playoffs. The Reds are right there, man. And the Reds they're fun to play at home. They're not easy to play at home because that fan base is hungry and they got fun players. And
Green starting game 1? Like, you think Abbott starting game 1 or Green?
It depends how Green would finish the year.
He's been good. I mean, he was just good the other day.
Yes, he has. It's just I think you would go. Oof, that's a good question.
They're a sneaky, dangerous playoff team because of that one too.
100%.
Maybe not even sneaky.
A couple years ago, we were they were a fringe wild card in the hunt team in like August, but pitching was the problem. Now the pitching is like a strength for them. They've done a really good job.
Like who's starting 3? Lodolo, they go 3? Probably Lodolo.
Probably.
Or Martinez maybe.
See, they have options.
I was trying to think I was just thinking about out loud a playoff series with them looks actually kind of scary.
Yeah, they're not fun.
Their lineup's not amazing, but it's also not terrible.
I'd probably go Lodolo.
That's what I think off the top of my head.
I would go Lodolo. Yeah, and
that's a nice.
Your number 4 pitchers either Singer or Martinez, but then you also have they're not going to pitch Burns there, but that's a fun. That's not an easy path. I would not want to play the Reds.
That's what I'm saying. That's a nice 1, 2, 3.
I'd rather play the Mets than the Reds.
Pitching definitely. Pitching it's not even a debate.
Yeah,
the Mets lineup when it has a pulse, it's way better.
It hasn't been.
Man,
crazy.
That's a fun race. That'll be a fun race down the stretch because I like the Reds.
Yep.
And if the Mets didn't make the playoffs,
draw this.
That'd be oof.
And I'm telling you, dude, their schedule is not easy, and they can't beat.
What's the Reds' schedule look like?
think it's not easy as well. But
Let me pull that up, Steve, first. I'm curious. 'Cause I know he had Clemmer talked about the Mets schedule is tough.
Mets schedule is tough, and it's a bunch of. I think they're only home 9 games in September.
Damn. And they've been so bad on the road. That's the other thing. Fair.
The Reds are
for tonight.
The Reds are at Arizona starting tonight. Then at the Dodgers. Then they got a 9-game home trip. Cardinals, Blue Jays, Mets. So the Mets is September 5th to September 7th. So that's going to be the biggest Mets-Reds series you're going to see. Then they go out west for the Padres and A's and the Cardinals. And they finish at home against the Cubs, Pirates, and Brewers. Brewers won't care about that series. They should have everything locked up by then, unless they're really trying for the 1 or if it's in contention. But
kind of a back and forth.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's easy or terribly hard. It's just kind of whatever, which is fine. But the Mets is not easy, man.
No.
This Mets stretch here. Listen to this Mets stretch. At the Braves right now. That's not going to be easy, even though the Braves suck. Like the Braves just play. They will get up for that. Home to the Phillies. Home 4 against the Marlins, who are pesky, and we'll just ask the Yankees about the Marlins. At the Tigers, at the Reds, at the Phillies. Home to Texas. Home to the Padres, and then they finish home Nats at Chicago, at Miami. So it's a little bit of an easier end. But not
still
really.
The Cubs, though.
Yeah,
I mean, the Nats just beat them up, and then you got the Cubs. And Marlins are respectable.
And right, the Nats.
Marlins could throw out a couple decent pitchers.
That's like one of the harder schedules to finish, I feel like, in baseball.
Yeah, if you're a betting man, I think you like the Reds here.
We're just talking schedules.
And like you said, you're at Cincinnati.
And they're not playing well.
You're at Cincinnati for those 3 that are obviously massive.
It's a weekend series, too, so that's going to be sold out. Place is rocking.
Great American Ballpark's an incredible place.
That's a good wild card race, man. It's fun for baseball fans.
I'm trying to
not fun for the Clemmers of the world, but
anything else big picture for baseball?
You got Dodgers at the Padres starting tonight.
Series.
So that's a 1 game. Now obviously the Dodgers just swept them in LA last weekend, but it's only a game because the Dodgers lost 2 to the Rockies.
Insane.
So they can't kind of get out of their own way a little bit, and Padres just took care of business. They're on a 3-game winning streak, so that's 1 game, and it's in San Diego. That's a massive, massive series at Petco. And obviously Yankees Sox continuing tonight. So yeah, good weekend of baseball ahead. Got UFC too.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So good, sneaky and then obviously we're gonna get into college football. So.
Honestly, I want to ask, I know we talked about it in the group chat the other day, have you watched the Cowboys documentary at all?
Pat literally just asked me, so I started it. I have not gotten too deep into it, but from what I saw early, very good.
I just
looks
finished,
really well done.
I finished it. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive into that this week.
I literally was so shocked at some of the things in the later episodes that I texted Clemmer because I was like, me and you are the same age. Like we didn't really live through it.
Right.
When this was all going on, I guess the end of it, we were like 2 years old.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll say the part. I mean, it's out there. It happened.
Yeah.
In 1996, when Michael Irvin was going through all his legal issues in 1996, there was a cop that was sentenced to 16 years in prison for a murder for hire on Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin had legitimately a documented hit on his life.
Oh my God.
By a police officer. A cop.
Oh my God.
I can't believe that's not talked about more.
Why?
That was one of the most
Do we know what?
Even funnier. So, the cop's wife was a stripper.
Naturally.
The stripper used to, and they didn't really clarify whether they were I believe they were still together, or that he knew she was a stripper, or she didn't. I don't.
Yeah.
But his wife was someone who had on a few occasions engaged in partying, sex with Michael Irvin and the boys and some other strippers as well.
Got it.
So yeah, so
naturally the husband had him tried to kill. Okay, cool. Huh. Interesting.
But crazy. So
the cop hired somebody to kill him.
Yes.
The cop didn't try and kill him.
No, the cop had hired someone to kill him. There was a day where Michael Irvin was literally in court, and someone whoever came up to the judge, basically stopped court, and came up to the judge and whispered in his ear presidential style. It was basically we need to stop this, and everyone was thought something what's going on?
Yeah.
and there was like an attack, and then people thought it was on the judge.
That person?
No. Like someone who like was like alerting him, like, hey, we've received like a whatever
tip, something
like a tip, like or whatever that, or like have good info that this is happening. Like,
whoa,
stop this like court
this
proceeding.
doc's incredible already.
And they thought it was like initially when they walked up, they thought it was like the judge. He was like on me, and he was like no, like on Michael Irvin.
Holy shit!
Like this man literally had an offseason where he was like facing all these like criminal charges for like cocaine and like all this stuff, and then also literally had a hit out on his life.
And this is obviously while he's playing.
It's 96, literally in like his. They just won 3 or 4 Super Bowls, like the next season essentially.
Oh my god!
After they won the 3rd one.
Yeah, I gotta watch this doc.
It was the off season.
It's a good tease for
the off season after winning the 3rd one. This all like blew up.
Holy.
So this is coming off like couldn't be higher than high. 3 or 4 Super Bowls, like this all-time dynasty, like one of the greatest players in the league at this time, one of the biggest stars. They had a house called the White House that Michael Irvin and a few other players shared that essentially was just like a party like fuck house. Where they got to a point where they would almost like stop inviting girls. Girls would just like knock on the door.
Oh my god.
Basically how Michael Irvin got in trouble is they were like all partying in this like hotel one night, like smoking weed, cocaine, strippers, and whenever a noise thing happened or whatever, like people started freaking out. The cops came, they smelled weed, they like came in, it was a whole thing. There was a crack rock the size of like a baseball. And then this woman who was the stripper who was like the wife of the cop.
Yeah.
She was essentially the one who like testified, and she wasn't there the night of like they all got like arrested or whatever. But she basically testified as like, oh, like this is commonly what a Michael Irvin night entails. Like saying all this like crazy shit. Oh yeah, like he likes to smoke like cocaine laced like blunts and like they do this and that. It was crazy.
Did Clember like know all this?
He did. Like when I said like I was like Michael Irvin had a hit in his life, and he was like he didn't really remember it, or maybe it wasn't like
a historian who's very good at remembering.
I texted him because I was curious like how big of a like this.
Yeah.
It was at the time. It was like he was like one of the biggest stars like
100%.
in football,
100%.
In just sports. Period.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of crazy stuff. Like I didn't even realize after they won the first Super Bowl, like Emmitt Smith had a full-blown holdout where he didn't play the first 2 games of the year and they went 0-2.
Then they paid him?
Yeah, and then they gave him the contract.
So Micah Parsons has his blueprint.
But it was wild to see.
But
we got a trade here. Ding 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 ding. Commanders are trading running back Brian Robinson to the 49ers.
Whoa!
For a 2026 6th-round pick. I don't hate a little insurance policy for McCaffrey. They lost Jordan Mason. I get it.
They did lose Mason. He's on the Vikings.
Yes, he is. And I mean, I like it for. I mean, the Commanders. They like that new kid, the McCoskey, whatever his name is.
He got a lot of run in their preseason.
They like him a lot.
Sport, I think. That's the guy. Isn't McCoskey? He like goes by a name that's just not his name
it's
or
like
something.
Bill. I think it's like Bill, but it's like not Bill.
Yeah, it's just not. Bill is nowhere near in his name.
I don't think so.
They just call me Bill. What?
I don't think so.
I love that.
So I guess him and Eckler. That's very like.
Imagine they heard that. They're like, you know what, Robinson, that's our guy.
Honestly, I still think the coolest video of all time is like when he got shot in the offseason.
Yeah.
And then played that year, and they put out like the many men like the sample.
Yep.
Over him walking out.
Yep.
I get chills every time I watch it. I think it's the sickest thing ever.
It's all Nate.
Trading.
Huh. All right.
Crazy.
I thought that was going to be McLaurin for a second because I saw the commies jersey. I was like, whoa,
that
whoa,
would have been
whoa,
nuts
whoa.
if they just dropped a bomb on us like that. Nah,
it is
they'll
funny.
figure it out
Like
with
a
him.
6th-round pick is virtually nothing. Like Brian Robinson's an NFL player.
Yeah.
I was just finding like trades funny like that.
It's just I've always chalked it up to that. Like I think GMs have such big egos that they always will value like assets.
Yeah.
Because they're always convinced like they can turn it into something better.
Right.
But at the same time, it's so much like like for them, Robinson's the guy that you might have borderline cut.
Yeah, they're just trying to get.
Like
rid
if you're
of
just not gonna you're not really gonna play him. You have 2 backs you like ahead of him.
They clearly just lay whoever wants
or
his
you
money.
like Bill, who you think is better than him and makes half the money.
Right.
It's all a chess game.
Trade. Good fun trade. But I guess we're gonna see a lot of those as rosters really shrink and
Yeah. Have you watched the Bills Hard Knocks at all?
We watched the first ep, me and Marty, and it was so bad that I just can't watch it again.
I haven't watched it. I definitely will watch it.
There's nothing going on. In the first episode, granted, there's been more, I'm sure, but nothing has happened.
And even though obviously they've had like the playoff turmoil, a little too much kumbaya over there.
Yeah,
they got too much good going on.
Right, like
you have like an all-world, like Hall of Fame.
He's like, there's Josh Allen, he's great.
Yeah, like, and he's just like
the episode.
All-world Hall of Fame human.
Yeah,
like you just had like he was like, yep, I'm sure it's just like a Josh Allen suckfest.
Pretty much,
as it should.
Yeah, and like showing where like you see some of the families. If you're a Bills fan, that's the fascination, right? It's like you're seeing your guys. I don't think there's any interest outside of that.
Yeah, only drama. Like if they're not gonna,
no drama. There's nothing. They added Bosa. That's it.
Yeah. Have you
and Josh Palmer? He looked good.
Sure. Oh yeah, that's right.
That should be a nice ad.
I was saying they actually were going after Darius Slayton. I know they got him and Palmer got like almost identical contracts.
Yeah. But yeah, the Hard Knocks thing there's not much there.
I'll definitely watch. Have you watched back at all recently? Like even randomly watch like old ones ever?
Old Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Forget
and I'm
like
a YouTube guy too. Like I'll
how I've ripped through
so much time on YouTube watching random shit. A lot of times like movie clips, but no, I actually haven't came across Hard Knocks. Now that I'm speaking it out loud into my laptop, I'm sure it's going to come up in my algorithm. The Jets ones are great.
I watched the old Ravens. I think was like 2001.
I've probably never even seen that.
Phenomenal.
Really?
It's with like R.I.P. Saragusa, like legendary Hard Knocks guy, like all time Hard Knocks guy.
That's bad. I mean, that's
and him and Shannon Sharp together were like they should have did like a buddy cop movie.
Really?
Like comedic gold.
The old that old Hard Knocks when they would cut people like that's probably you're right. That's probably worth just jumping back and just watching.
That it's like Brian Billick also like coach big time personality. They just had a team of guys like that. Like obviously you have Ray Lewis, but this is even probably pre Ed Reed. It was pre Ed Reed.
Ed Reed wasn't there yet, really?
Or maybe he just got there. No, because like Ed Reed was still playing for like in like 2000.
Who's the quarterback? Is that still Dilfer?
No, was it Dilfer that year? Maybe
2001.
Bowler? No, Bowler.
Kyle Bowler?
No, Bowler came in after. No, I think it was still. It was no. Gerbic.
Ooh.
Who was a guy? He was like a decent quarterback in like that, like in that like early 2000s.
Dilfer was.
No, I think
Dilfer was only there 1 year.
Yeah, because I don't think it was the Super Bowl year. I think they did it after the Super Bowl when they did Hard Knocks.
Isn't that crazy? Dilfer was there 1 year. They win, and he's gone.
Because they just knew he stunk.
Yeah.
They won with him. They're like, imagine what we would have done if he wasn't the quarterback.
Right.
They also Jamal Lewis going like just bananas.
Crazy.
Like old Rod Woodson.
Is he one of the worst quarterbacks to ever win?
He's got to be the worst, probably.
He's number one.
Super Bowl winners?
I guess, yeah, sorry. The answer is yes, he's one of the worst. Is he the worst?
Yeah, I think so.
His numbers in the game are he was 12 for 25 for 153. Granted, passing is different still. Actually, 2000, but
I'm trying to think who would really be the others that you'd consider like the worst.
Yeah, I mean, of recent memory, definitely. I guess you have to go back. So then,
honestly, you want to know what the funniest part is? Sneaky, the worst one. There's an argument, at least I'll say, not definitely by any means, but there's an argument that the worst quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl was Peyton with the Broncos.
He was a corpse. That defense,
like he was bad. He literally got benched that year.
He couldn't throw. Like there was no zip on his throws.
Like I bet his numbers in the Super Bowl, he threw for like 100 yards.
And the Super Bowl, the winning, like that's Cam, right?
Yeah.
It was ugly.
They beat the Panthers.
It was an ugly game. Like there's nothing.
Their defense just went nuts. Their defense, the Panthers basically didn't score.
He had nothing. Like
he didn't really
compared to the first year in Denver, like where
Osweiler had essentially taken over,
right?
Because he got hurt,
right?
And then they kept Osweiler in even when he was healthy. And then I think it was the last game of the year, he was bad. And they put Peyton back in, and then they just kept Peyton Manning in.
That's a fair take that he might be the worst. Like that version of him.
That version of that, he might have been the worst. I'm trying to think of other guys that really were like
ugly fest.
I'm trying to think of other guys that really were like that bad, like because obviously like it's just good quarterbacks for the most part.
Yeah, like Jimmy G came close, but
he didn't win.
No, he didn't win. But I still think he'd be better than these names. Yeah, right. That he came close, didn't win.
Because obviously like it's sort of like Big Ben and like Rodgers, Breeze, like Eli, like obviously Brady won so many. Mahomes. I mean Foles, but Foles played so well.
No, Foles.
But Foles is better than Dilfer, definitely.
Definitely better than Dilfer.
Crazy that
and like the performance, like
yeah, I mean he played. He was amazing
was
in the championship game
in those games. I'm sure people will say Eli, but that's not like Eli.
No,
Eli's not.
honestly, if you went back to like some of those, like actually another crazy one he definitely isn't the answer. But it was funny looking up like watching the Cowboys doc. I was looking up all the Cowboys like stats and stuff.
Yeah.
Troy went through 20 touchdown passes in the season once.
That's stunning.
One time.
Again, like
the game was different.
Game is
but
so
still
different back then.
But it's crazy. Like I think he averaged for like 3,000 yards.
That's yeah. I'm looking at his line.
He threw 23 touchdowns once. And he would never hit over 19. He had 19 like once.
For his career, 165 touchdowns, 141 picks.
That's what I'm saying.
That's wild.
And he like bona fide Hall of Famer, like not even a thought.
You don't even think. Yeah.
Actually, another crazy with Aikman too that they talked about. He had like I think he had 9 or like 10 concussions in his career.
Aikman?
Yeah.
No, didn't know that.
Shocking how, and also at the last, I think it was the last 14 months of his career, he had 4.
Oh god.
4 and 14 months he had.
And you wouldn't know for him on TV. Sounds like.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the guy, he looks good. Like he talks obviously great. Like it was wild. They like just he had taken that much. I didn't realize he had that much of a.
That is crazy.
Like the last one, he basically was essentially a forced retirement.
Wow.
And I didn't know too. Irvin.
I just don't know a lot of things. Really, what comes down to.
I know that Irvin basically almost like died on the fucking field and basically retired because of it. He took a big hit where like his head got like knocked into the turf.
Yeah.
And especially back in those, it was 99. Back in those days, it literally is like a fucking concrete cement slab under like AstroTurf.
Ugh.
And it literally, he got stretchered off the field, like knocked out. And he just like didn't play the rest of the year. It was like the week like 3 or 4. And he just like retired after that.
I just hopped on Reddit real quick to see what they said about worst quarterback. And there seems to be a unanimous Jeff Hostetler.
So
took over for Sims.
So I was going to say that, but I don't think it's fair. I'm obviously a Giants guy, so I'm biased.
Yeah.
So he did win. He was the backup. He came in for Hurt Sims, and they went the whole way and won the whole thing.
But he just didn't do anything.
But I don't think it's fair though, because he went on to be like a starter for a while after that with the Raiders.
Okay.
Like that propelled him to a starting quarterback in the league.
Okay.
So I would argue Dilfer's still worse.
Okay.
But I was gonna bring that up. Hostetler was the thought because he was a backup who won the Super Bowl.
This is a Peyton's last season was brutal. Namath.
I was gonna say him too. I mean,
Namath's stats are bad.
He was not.
But then
yeah,
Clemmer
he
would
wasn't
argue.
good.
Clemmer would argue like obviously game is so different back then, but he does have the win.
But it's wild to think like he was like an easy Hall of Famer, and he really doesn't have anything to back that up stats wise.
Just won. That's it. He just won.
He just won that, but he won one Super Bowl.
He won that Super Bowl after calling a shot.
Good for Joe Namath.
Incredible. Should we talk a little college football?
Yes, it's that time.
It's that time. We got through it.
I would say so. There's 4 games.
So we've got Iowa State, K-State at noon.
That's the game. That's the
game. Ranked on ranked.
It's the first game.
Ireland,
but it's the main event.
Small spread. It's got Eric loses money on it written all over it. I just picked the wrong side. Follow that with. I don't like that. There's. Oh wait, sorry.
There's always a gap. There's UNLV plays at 4.
It's a gap.
UNLV Idaho
I thought
State.
it was a bigger gap. It's not that. It's fine. We'll survive a half an hour.
UNLV Idaho State's at 4, and then Kansas Fresno is at 6:30, I believe.
I'm gonna be upset with myself watching that UNLV Idaho State game, but I'm gonna watch it because it's standalone until 6:30.
Definitely gonna watch it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be upset with myself. Is that even on TV? It might not be.
Probably
I don't see actually a channel next to it.
Probably could find it.
Oh, there's a way for sure. But
no, right, we got 5 games. I'm sorry, 5 games. We got Sam Houston and West Kentucky.
Fresno State, Kansas is gonna be fun.
I have the under there.
Okay.
I like the under.
15.5.
And also really, really like the over in Sam Houston and Western Kentucky. 2 new coaches, both offensive coaches run like go.
Western Kentucky's always that kind of team.
But they even like double. They brought in a new coach. Like he literally runs.
Who's their quarterback? Do we know?
So new kid. I know Sam Houston brought in a new kid. They basically brought in a coordinator with his quarterback. That was big time last year for like a small school.
Okay.
And they run like super like air raid type
like the
offense. Yes, I bet it already. 61 and a half is good.
Talking a lot of good things here. That's fun.
Both teams just want to like go.
Sweet.
Because Western Kentucky, they run the Sam Houston guys like big time air raid guy. Like I said, brought over I think the kid's name is McKeever, I think, or like McIver.
Okay.
He like good quarterback, like had good stats last year for smaller school, like FCS, I believe, or maybe even D2.
There's nothing better than having over in the game. The first pass is completed about 10 to 15 yards, and they're like on the ball in seconds. It's like, yes, this is what.
Good receivers too. I know I think they had a couple of receivers back, brought in some good receivers. I think maybe one from their actual offense and some other like good guys. I wanted to say a guy from like Western Illinois maybe.
Okay.
And then Western Kentucky brought in a guy. I'm pretty sure he was a guy who had ran maybe Ole Miss's offense last year in recent years.
Okay.
That he just like is an ultimate like. His motto is like I run like the fastest offense like in the world, like just fast as possible. So just tempo.
Incredible
points there.
Incredible. I hope it's not too obvious to take the over in that game because of what you're saying, but
it's went up because of that. I think it opened at like 58.5.
That does scream like a game that moved like.
But that's also this is given a line that's been out for like months because it's week 0. So yeah, I like the over there. I already locked that in. I bet Kansas State.
Okay.
I'm scared to death because I feel like literally everyone is on Kansas State.
Boy.
But there also is a lot of stuff that I think
lends
itself to that.
Why you like it?
So they both have good quarterbacks. Rocco Beck, the big fan of his at Iowa State last year. I was big on Iowa State last year. They made me look smart. They made the Big 12 title game. Mm-hmm. Kansas State was not down, but they make the transition from Will Howard to Avery Johnson. He's like the next coming, this incredible runner.
It's nuts.
He had a good year. Not great, but good year. Definitely needs to develop the passing game a little bit. But I think you'd see a jump. There's going to be like a second full year as the starter.
Okay. Second
year coming in as the starter. Really good running backs, good offensive line. I think Wildcats off the Kansas State offensive line is going to win the battle of the trenches.
Okay.
Iowa State's got a lot of new defensive linemen. They're running like a new 3-5 defense. I think it's going to be a problem for them. But I also think that Iowa State I think is going to have success throwing the ball, but I'm worried about them because they just had 2 NFL receivers both go to the Texans second, third round that are really good. So I'm wondering like how his development's going to be, or him kind of adjusting.
Younger guys.
With Higgins and Noel both gone.
Yeah.
Now they previously had always run a bunch of like 2 tight ends. Like they had some good guys that have been in the league. Now I think they're going to be more back to that this year. Like Matt Campbell loves having those like 6'6", like 250-pound tight ends that can run, catch, do the whole thing.
He was a candidate for the Jets.
Matt Campbell's been a candidate for so many jobs over the last like 15 years.
Goes nowhere.
It's funny because he's been offered definitely a good amount. Like there was a lot of talk that he would get even Michigan at one point.
Yeah.
Michigan State he was like very much like in the mix for. Even Notre Dame, I think he was probably considered. He's a big Midwest guy. Mm-hmm. And then they had kind of had a little downfall. And then last year I feel like it was kind of his like you forgot about me year. I'm back.
It was definitely a strong year.
But they have good running backs like Hanson and Sama are really good backs. Like I said, I like Rocco Beck. This is year 3 for him as a starter. Okay. He started as a freshman, really good player.
All right.
But I do like Kansas State. I just think they have more cohesion, a little more talent. I think they both well coached.
Again,
yeah, I like
Kansas State. Just going to lose money on this game. I know it.
Also, I saw some good some stats for I think it's week 0, like week 1, like kind of paired together. Huh. I think it's ranked matchups. The favorites have done very well. Also, I think it was like they were like 30-25 against the spread, but like neutral sites they were like 19-9, lending itself to Kansas State. You can take however much stock you want to in stats like that.
I got to keep reminding myself this is in Ireland.
Yeah, in Ireland,
not in Kansas State.
No, Ireland. But yeah, I like Kansas State. I bet Kansas State -3.
Okay.
Also on DraftKings, they have, I believe it's a 50% boost for that game on like anything you want.
Yeah, they do a good job. I feel like of the big marquee games in week 0 and 1, there's always a good boost for every single game for the big ones.
Yeah, so I boosted. I think I got Kansas State basically Kansas State -3 like +130.
Beautiful.
So nice to do that.
Beautiful.
Sweet. Yeah, that game's gonna be awesome. And then also at night, I like Hawaii. I'm betting Hawaii first half and game.
So this is a game that stands out to me because it's such a small spread. Stanford has nothing.
Yep.
And it's in Hawaii.
Correct.
I feel like everything in my body is telling me, like, do not bet on Hawaii.
See, but I think the thing is, like, to me, I think like you do in a lot of those respects, so I totally get where you're coming from. Mm-hmm. To me, Hawaii's offense has a chance to be, like, very good, I think. They have this kid, Micah Andaho, who is the quarterback. He's a Hawaii kid, like, from Hawaii. that he was the backup pretty much all last year. He's like talented kid. Started the last game of the year against New Mexico, went fucking nuclear.
Really?
Like 470 yards, like 4 touchdowns, can do it all.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, for like full year as a starter this year, he's coming like full off season.
469, 5 touchdowns, no picks.
Like big, he had a big time game.
I like their original quarterback.
Schrager was fun.
He was fun for a few years.
He's super talented, the Idaho kid. They also have some really good receivers. I think it's going to be a problem for Stanford. Like I think they're going to have a hard time stopping Hawaii.
Damn. I like this quarterback now that you're talking.
Also,
he's small.
Yeah,
5'10".
he is. Yeah, he is small. But super he's like can run a little bit, like good arm, accurate. You know, like they have a trio of like good receivers.
Yeah.
Stanford started. I forget how you say it. It's like Ben Goldberson or however you say his name. I remember he started for Oregon State a couple years ago. He was number 17. They were fucking atrocious. He actually started on an Oregon State team that was really fucking good, and he was what held them back. I remember that team so vividly because I was so high on them, and they made me look really smart. And they ended up like not getting the win total at the end. They had a game against USC where they should have won 10 times over, and he threw like 5 picks, and they lost.
I kind of remember this guy. Yeah, I don't want to bet on him.
And he's Stanford's quarterback. He's bad with no playmakers, nothing. I don't know. I just like Hawaii in the spot. I'm
going to have a bad time if I bet on Stanford.
Yeah, Hawaii first half and game. I locked it in.
Okay.
Money line both ways.
Okay. I got to fight my brain on this one. I was actually, you didn't say enough there until you said Ben Goldberson, and I remember this dude at Oregon State.
He's horrible. Okay. He's so bad when DJ came in the next year, like, oh my God, DJ's way better.
That's bad. Is there any way Hawaii's defense is bad enough that like a legit team? I guess Stanford is far from that, but like they're, not a they are scrubs. I'm just thinking, is Hawaii's defense gonna be a problem in this game?
Listen. I'm not gonna sit here and like.
Because you're hyping up the quarterback.
I like Hawaii's offense. I like Hawaii's offense.
Yeah. That means maybe the over's the play.
Yeah, man. I'm
just trying to dissect and reason out why the line is so small. Then
I think it's just Hawaii. I think people are just gonna see. I think you just see Stanford. Like there's still Hawaii's not gonna be this like insanely like hyped up team that they're gonna be laying like a touchdown against Stanford.
But given how so much talent has transferred away from Stanford,
yes,
maybe that would be like I would.
No, that's fair. That's fair. The line's also swung a lot. If that gives you any like.
Stanford was the original.
Like, yeah, they were favored by like 2 or something.
Yeah, it swung like 4 points.
Because I think people have seen that. I think also like especially early people who are like the kind of people who bet on stuff like a month out were like all over Hawaii. That's why I bet the money line, not even to play with a little, because I could see, like, I wouldn't like shock me if it's a close game, because still on paper you'd think like that Stanford would be more talented, like they obviously have more resources.
I can see myself dabbling into a Hawaii team total over situation.
I don't hate that.
Just rooting for the quarterback.
I don't hate that.
You know what? If the Goldberson guy wants to move around on Hawaii's defense, go nuts. I could see myself.
It's just all about how Stanford responds too, because listen, it can go 2 ways. Like. You've seen it where a few years ago, like with the Pat Fitzgerald thing happened in Northwestern.
Yeah.
And they ended up having a really like Brown had a good year. The coach Braun, they had a good season.
It doesn't help though that like the talent transferred away.
That's what I keep going back to. That why I'm betting Hawaii, because I actually believe in their offensive talent at least.
Yeah.
And I just have no faith in Stanford's talent. Like I know at quarterback they have a guy that can make plays. Like and I know Stanford is a guy who cannot make plays.
Right.
I don't think Stanford's like light years ahead of or excuse me, I don't think Hawaii's light years ahead of Stanford on paper.
Okay.
But I think they should be able to win the game. I just think they are better. They're at home. I like the quarterback. I like the receivers. I like the offense in general. Right. So yeah, Hawaii. Go Rainbow Warriors.
It's just nice to talk football.
It's great, man.
I know it's not the marquee game. The marquee
it is such like a little tease that it gives you like the 4 or 5, but
and then next week we go crazy.
And then UNLV Idaho State. I looked into that one a little bit. I want to bet the over. The overs went up.
Number 26.5 and a 65.5 over.
Yeah, the overs went up.
It's in Vegas.
Yep.
Allegiant.
So UNLV, it's whole new roster. Dan Mullen's the coach, who was, if you remember, like he was Florida's offensive coordinator during the Tebow years.
Yeah.
He was Dak's coach at Mississippi State when they were number 1. Yeah. He was Florida's coach after like trash. They were really good. He got fired. I've ranted about a bunch in the show. It's about I thought it was the dumbest
He's
thing.
the UNLV coach?
Yeah, he's the dumbest thing Florida ever did was firing him for Billy Napier, who it is
Napier's
went horribly.
yeah.
Dan Mullen's a great coach. I'm
Okay.
a huge believer in Dan Mullen. He's the coach now. They have 2 transfer quarterbacks from both big schools. They run an Orgy, who you remember is the kid from Michigan.
They're
running quarterback.
He runs.
And they brought in who's like anyone who's heard me talk like on SRF or like college ball at all. One of my babies, Anthony Tony Calandria from Virginia. Fresh.
Okay.
He was started as a freshman couple years ago, just like a gunslinger. Like he's one of those guys I love to watch. He's never seen a throw that he can't make.
Huh.
It might get him in trouble, but he also like makes some insane like.
So is he the starter?
So they haven't. I think they're both going to play a lot. It was people around camp were actually. I was hearing word because I actually talked about it on This Roughness like for our episode this week on like recorded Sunday night. I just think Calandri's a better quarterback. Like he's definitely a much better thrower, but also it's fair. Like Mullen loves a running quarterback, and Orgy I think probably fits his system a lot better. Like honestly, with this too, almost with that offense with Florida back in the day, think like a Chris Leak, like young Tebow situation. But I think there's a chance that Orgy is not just in that role. Like he might even end up being the starter. But I think in this game they're both
He
gonna
really throw what I remember though.
He can't throw it. No, he can't throw it all. Hubs. He can't throw at all.
Yeah.
But Calandria is not like he's a decent athlete, but he's not big. Like he's a passing quarterback. Orgy's a runner.
All right.
I think they both play a lot, especially in Idaho State. Maybe
I just gonna walk down memory lane of their quarterback last year. Williams was awesome. I love that guy.
Yeah. No, he was great.
Yeah, the Hodge Malik Williams.
Yep.
He was awesome.
They had the
played
Sluka
5 years.
They had the Sluka situation.
Right.
But they brought in like a bunch. They brought in I think it was 22 Power 4 transfers.
Okay.
Like they got some money when Mullen signed on. They got some money in the program. So I think they're my G5 pick to make the playoff.
Wow.
I think they have a lot of talent. Well, one team has to make it.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be that's my take. They're good. Like JMU has been a hot pick. Obviously, Boise's going to be good again, I think. South Florida, I've seen get like a little bit of love. Tulane, a little bit of love. I don't fully see it. But I'm a big Retzlaff guy who's at Tulane now.
I don't know if I have a buddy who went to Tulane. I know too much about Tulane from this idiot.
Summerall's awesome.
Great
coach.
He
Great coach.
He is. But they lose Mensa.
Yep, to Duke.
Mensa's at Duke.
Who I don't know. I think they might have a net positive here.
Really?
Yes. There's a lot of talking now. Listen, this could be like stuff you hear through the program guys where it's like this is what they want to hear. But a lot of like I've heard a lot of talk of like we made the offense simple for Mensa. This was a good football team. We made him look good. Like he's not the guy. Like he's not a $4 million guy like Duke paid him to be.
Okay.
But I will say in the bowl game with the backup they were atrocious.
So bad.
But Retzlaff's good. I legit like he was.
He's starting though.
I think I think he has to be.
Okay.
He's BYU's. Or I mean, unless maybe I need to look into it more. He's just a talented guy. He was like a good starter for BYU last year. It would be hard for me to imagine him getting beat out by somebody. But the only thing is he did come in late. He didn't do spring ball or anything. Like he literally is just doing like summer camp. That's it.
They have also Donovan Leary is on that team. Transfer Jay Beeman. There's a few quarterbacks here.
I'd be shocked if Retzlaff wasn't the starter. Also, just hilarious to go from BYU to Tulane.
Hilarious.
Like in all, there's that one. It's funny. Arizona State took Army's fullback. This guy Conde Udo, really good like running back. Like it's in their system, like fullback, running back. Arizona State. He's Cam Scatterwood's replacement. Why is he going from West Point Army to Arizona State?
Quite literally the opposite.
Just
polar opposite.
Incredible.
And opposite side of the
country. I think he's gonna be
different side of the country as well, but then just a different world.
Just the West Point Army regiment.
Imagine trying to like assimilate to that culture.
Now he's just living in an apartment complex that has like
a pool.
Has like a pool party every day.
That's awesome.
I was in the Army.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's a good life. That's
replacing and he was fucking great at Army last year. He's a stud, really good back. Damn. I think he's gonna be good at Arizona State this year.
That's a good life he's living right now.
I think Arizona State's gonna be real. I think they're gonna be very good again. I think they're gonna win the Big 12 again.
I'm like picturing him walking around campus, like expecting to do something like very Army-like, and then it's like, dude, what are you doing? We're at Arizona State. Like, go in the pools, have fun. Like
those Army guys, you'd be surprised.
Let it loose.
I won't say any names, obviously. When I was at Ohio State, like as a like a viceroy. They were like the Army viceroys that when I was there, Army played Ohio State. They like came. And coincidentally, I grew up literally like 30 minutes from West Point. The guys like hit me up and they came to Ohio State. They're smoking weed. They're doing the most.
Okay.
It was great.
Let loose.
Just Army get there. I was like, you guys gonna pass a drug test? They're like, we're good.
All right.
So good for them. Army guys get after it.
Love it.
They get after it.
Love to hear that. Yeah, so college football, we got some baseball, we got UFC at 3 a.m.
That's the Sickos 3:15 this morning.
What a weekend.
Bright and early. I'll be there.
For my tennis sickos, it's the final day of qualifying because of the rain at the U.S. Open. So it's actually free to go if you just have nothing to do today. You can just go. Yeah, so, I mean, this tennis all day if you really want to watch that. So, yeah, just a little taste of everything. And then next week we go crazy with college football.
The slate's incredible. Just Ohio State, Texas, LSU, Clemson, Bama, Florida State off the top of my head. Thursday night, I believe it is Colorado, Georgia Tech. Thursday or Friday, Colorado, Georgia Tech. Nebraska, Cincy's a week 1 game.
So good.
TCU, UNC's a week 1 game. It's an awesome slate.
Love it.
I think I'm going to the game. I'm excited. Very excited. I think I'm going to Columbus next week.
That's good. That's gonna be epic. That's.
I mean, just number.
What time is that game?
Noon. It sucks that it's noon, but
That's just.
Fox is just committed to owning the noon slate.
Yeah.
So fuck it. I mean,
you just dive right into it with the biggest game of the whole weekend.
I actually, as a fan perspective, I think I appreciate it because there's nothing worse than like waiting you feel like you can't like function until that game for your team.
Yeah.
Like just get it out of the way early. Although it's one of those like if they lose, then you're just like
The whole day's ruined.
your whole day's just ruined, and it's
Completely
like 3:00.
Yep. Yeah, it's like you can't even enjoy the rest of the slate.
Yeah,
That is gonna be awesome.
But don't lose.
Just don't lose.
You win, everything's good.
You are favored.
We're favored by 3, 2.5. I think it's 3 still. I feel good. I'm excited. It's funny. We have our quarterback Julian said he's very like, obviously he's young. He's a true sophomore, but he's very like, not the biggest guy. Like, have you seen the picture of him?
Yeah.
Very like pretty boy, like baby face. We were getting when he got announced, we were getting like roasted. Not getting roasted. It was more just like, like Hammer Texas. I was loving seeing that. Because they're going to be so upset when that little babyface Prince throws for like 303 touchdowns on him.
A really good quarterback name, I'll say that.
Julian Sand, right?
Just
Super
like,
Saiyan.
I remember when he first was it was a Bama prospect. I was like,
Yeah.
So Bama's never going to lose. And then obviously they let him loose. It's just such a good name.
It's also funny too because the consensus, like the top 2 quarterbacks in his class, was DJ Lagway and him. And like if you put the two of them to, like stand next to each other, it'd be like comical. Like Lagway's like 6'5", like 240.
Stud.
And then Sayan's like maybe 6'1", like 200 flat.
Yeah. Man, big year for Lagway too at Florida.
I like Lagway. I'm a fan of Lagway.
It infuriated me when they just wouldn't play him all the time. Like
he got hurt too at the end.
He did, but like
the Georgia game, he got hurt.
Like commit to him. They would like should have committed to him before they did. Basically,
it was it was tough though because Graham Mertz really did play. He played so well that year before though. He really did. I give him credit.
There's such a difference in talent with those two.
But it was I understand like you had a true freshman coming in versus a kid who had played really good for you last year. Like I mean Mertz got drafted crazy enough. The Texans drafted him.
It's insane.
Which I don't hate Mertz. I was surprised that he got drafted, but I thought he'd be at a camp at least. I don't think he's bad, but
getting drafted that's a stunning development. But I don't want to shit on him too much.
Graham Mertz had one of the funniest trajectories where he was the first like 5-star Wisconsin quarterback. He had that first game against Illinois on TV and threw for like 5 or 6 touchdowns in his debut. Yep. And I was like, oh my God, this is the second coming.
Got their guy.
Like he might have like 6 touchdowns the rest of the year. Yep. Then the next year was kind of whatever. Then he goes to Florida and actually plays like very well. And then last year he got hurt a lot. Lagway kind of came in and the rest was history.
Is there any NFL storylines with preseason to close out? I guess
Dar almost got concussed last night. I don't know if you saw that.
I didn't see that really.
So Dar was playing incredible. Another like great game where he had a couple of great balls. Hyatt had 2 like bad drops. Really bad drops. And then the play Dart got hurt and came out on. Jameis threw like a deep ball to him. He caught a touchdown the next play. But Dar played great. One of those where
how did he get hurt?
had like a 20-yard run, and
he didn't protect.
classic, he cut it back in.
He does.
Cut it back in, and then like his head hit the turf. He was fine. He was fine, but
literally what Gruden was telling him not to do.
He literally,
obviously shouldn't do that.
He posted on his IG story. He's like, I'm done. I'll start sliding.
Okay.
Or something.
Something's got to. You got to stay healthy. He the best availability.
That also was his problem in college. Like that was like a knock at him. It was like he's such a competitor, but like you got to slide.
Dude, he's like running down the sidelines, like step out of bounds. He just lowers his shoulder. He did it like 5 times. He did it in the Egg Bowl. I'm pretty sure. I think he almost died in the Egg Bowl.
He probably.
I'm pretty sure he almost died.
If you watch the run he got hurt on, trust me, I watching it.
It's just vintage.
I loved it of him because it was one where he had an opportunity to go out of bounds and he didn't. And he did get like another 5-10 yards, but then he also, actually weirdly enough, he got bailed out too because he fumbled. And then it was a defensive holding.
Got it.
So it didn't really count. But
that's the worst when you do all that shit and it just doesn't matter.
But it was like he fumbled, so it was like, all right, like it basically bailed him out of the fumble.
Oh, okay.
But no, he played really well again.
But
he's playing so well that it's starting to scare me because I've seen him now 3 times. He's looked great every time. That's scary good.
What's bad about that?
It's because the Packers have been so like steady.
Yeah.
There's like it's designed such a role. It's like I'm getting too much. The hope is scaring.
Okay. You're getting tricked. Into
I'm getting like the hype, like because it's past like dart boys, like haha. It's like
oh my god,
like we might really have the guy. Like he might, like Dable might have caught one. He might this might be the guy for real.
That'd be
and
fun.
every time I watch him, I think it more and more.
Very charismatic too. I like when he speaks.
The team loves him. Yeah. Like he threw a dart to Dolchich for the touchdown. Malik Neighbors came run, like they love him.
I want to talk about a guy with like confidence. All the confidence.
Neighbors, he almost jumped out of the stadium for their high five.
It's a good
Neighbors
sign.
Was so excited.
It's a good sign.
So excited.
It's a good sign, man.
I love it.
But any other storylines with football? I don't think so. This is the final week of preseason. I don't think there's much going on here. What's his name? Is Shador playing?
I think he is going to play.
Browns are minus 7.5 in the preseason game, which is asinine just to see a team minus 7.5 in the preseason. But that must mean that Shador is playing a bunch.
I mean, they just know he's going to play. The Rams aren't playing anyone.
Rams are sitting Stafford and all that.
We're going to play Stetson Bennett the whole game, who actually has played good in preseason.
Who did I see? Jalen Milroe was playing the full game
for Seattle
against us. So we're just getting all Milroe.
I mean, he can't throw for shit.
No, he cannot. Sure. I'll tune in the Browns, Seahawks. Sure. Okay, let's close it out.
I would say you got whatever picks you got today or for the week.
I got to look at real quick at the tennis board. Do you want to rattle off all your?
Yeah, I'll get my college football ones that I officially have. And I got Kansas State -3. I have Fresno State, Kansas under 50.5. I have Sam Houston, West Kentucky over 61. And I have Hawaii first half money line and Hawaii game money line.
How good did that feel is to say some college football picks?
Oh, it's unbelievable. And again, I just can't say enough. Just the UFC going like right into it.
Yeah. Okay, so hang with me. There's some people who just text me. They message me and they're like, trying to even understand the names I'm saying with tennis. But the other day when I rattled off a bunch of guys, it went 4-1. So we're gonna run that back. Coleman Wong, it's just my man with qualifiers. He's minus 167 today. Again, if these guys win today, they go to the U.S. They play in the U.S. Open. So, like, this is very intense, matters a bunch. So, Coleman Wong, minus 167 over Billy Harris. I love Coleman Wong. I don't really see much else. You know what? We're going to go with Ugo Blanchett. He is plus 110 over Farrier. So we're going to go those two, and let's add in Henry Roca, minus 110. So we're going to go those three, and then we got baseball. We're going to go, boy, I don't want to bet on the Yankees. I just feel like I curse them sometimes. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm taking the Braves minus 120. We talked about that earlier.
Yeah, I'm on the Mets.
Yeah, which I think that's just a phenomenal line for the Braves. Yankees
give me Mets first 5 money line too. I want both.
Yankees are up to minus 190. I am terrified of that. I mean, it's a good number for them, but I just don't want to lay that much on the Yankees. Anything else that stands out to me in baseball? Not really. No. Darvish Snell is a very fun little nightcap. Padres have been a little spooked by the Dodgers. I don't love how Darvish is throwing. Give me the Dodgers minus 125. I don't love that, but I just can't trust Darvish right now.
That's fair.
And then college football, what am I going to ride with you? So you like K-State.
K-State I like. Sam Houston, Western Kentucky over I like. Hawaii I like.
Okay.
Those are like the most. I'm on the. I know there was some big sharp action on the on that Kansas under. I jumped on that.
K-State just jumped a full point since we've been on the show.
Is it 4?
3.5. I thought it was 2.5.
No, it's 3. I have 3. I bet
it's 3.5 now. I see.
I'm glad I grabbed it when I did. I was afraid that might happen.
Oh, it's still.
Oh, no, it's still 3.
Okay,
3 minus
still
115.
Okay. I was looking at the wrong thing then. Let me see if I can just real quick. Can I see Hawaii's team total? Okay. Give me Hawaii team total over 26.5. I think that guy's going to get us 4 touchdowns. That's just simple. Give me 4 touchdowns.
Every time we've seen him play, he's at 4.
Okay.
5.
So that's
he's made 1 start.
I will be on that.
2.
And what was the game with both offenses? Awesome.
Sam Houston, Western Kentucky.
So I'm going to be on that over of 61.5.
All right,
that is my card.
All right, love it. That's the show. Appreciate everyone watching. All the UFC picks. Check out Spinning Back for this week. UFC Shanghai Meet. Jack Mac Robbie gave all our picks. Like the stream.
Check out Clemmer's streaming. Go check that out too.
Over to Clemmer's stream right now. Shout out Steve on the 1s and 2s. Go Yanks. We'll see you Monday.
Don't embarrass me.